Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back. I am going to discuss with you all the makeup basket that I have been playing with. And this is the end of May, and we're going into June. And I may repeat some of these products. I'm fussing at my hair because I've cut some off and I've been wanting to cut it. So, hey, there goes that. Anyway, things that I want to share today. All right, so first things first. I pulled out my Tarte Shape Tape. I really like this foundation, guys. Have been using it. My shade is Tan Honey, and that's the one I've been using. So there goes that. I have also been using my CoverGirl Matte Ambition Full Spectrum Foundation. It says all new shine free foundation. My shade is in Tan Golden. And that's what it looks like. And that's what I'm wearing today. I really like wearing this foundation, guys. It's just on point. I like everything about this foundation. It mattifies, it wears well. I haven't really had any problems with this. I have not broken out. So that's another good thing. And does it have SPF? I don't think so. But it does keep me matte and for a good portion of the day. So I really, really like this foundation a lot. Application is on point, applies smoothly. I've used the sponge. I've used this Real Techniques brush. So whatever your poison is, I'm sure if you find this and you're a woman of color, chances are you're oily skin, you're gonna like it. I don't know how it performs with dry skin because I'm not dry skinned, so I can't speak on that. But if you're an oily skin girl like I am, try that foundation. Okay, I took out this Wet n Wild eyeshadow. I am probably going to use it as a base is what I'm thinking I want to do, because it just reminds me so much of MAC's Soft Ochre. If we can get this to, it kind of just reminds me of MAC's Soft Ochre, just a little bit lighter in tone. Maybe Soft Ochre is probably a little more yellow, but I think this would make a good base. I have been using my ColourPop No Filter concealer for lid and brows. Really like that. I am trying to finish this MAC thing, guys. This is all I have left. I just refuse to give this up. I think some people at this point would say, yeah, I've gotten my money out of it. Let's go. Let's back to MAC. But I'm holding on. I still want the last drop out of it. But anyway. So I am going to be using that too. All right. Other things that I have in the basket. My Fenty gloss. My Fenty Beauty gloss. I'm blinding y'all. Am I not? And this one is the Diamond Milk. I used up the first gloss bomb that she came out with. I don't remember the name, but I used it completely kaput, gone. That's it. So now I'm on this one. I don't think I like this much as I like the other one, but it's alright. I am still working on my Pretty Vulgar powder, because I do have two of these. I do have two, and so I'm working on using up this one, and then I can move on to something else. For highlighter, and if you've noticed, this is in no particular order. I'm just reaching for stuff in the little basket. So I'm Razy highlighter, and there goes that. I've been liking it. I've been liking under my brow bone as highlight on the cheek. I've just been using the thing, right? I took out this Happy Birthday from NYX palette. I think I got this from Ulta 2 years ago on my birthday in July. And I finally got around to using it. And I do like the texture. I do like the shades that are included in the palette. It blends nicely, stays on the lid, doesn't buff out when you're blending it. And so I am glad I didn't give this away, because so many times I took this palette out and said, maybe I should give it to someone. I'm glad I didn't give it away. Kudos to me. All right, next foundation. I really want to finish up my LA Girl Pro Matte and get a new one. This is a foundation I will repurchase. I make no mistake of, don't even judge me. Don't try to judge me. I will be repurchasing this foundation because it is that dang good for a drugstore foundation, and it just works for me. I like it. No fuss, no muss taking it off. So yes, I finished my coconut scented Prep and Prime, and this one I took out, I think is, I can't see that. I'm still waiting on my glasses, y'all. Rose. So I'll be working on Rose along with, let me pull this over here, along with the matte, because I transferred the matte into this, so I still have half a bottle somewheres, but these two will be in the makeup basket this month. The Laura Geller lip gloss, this one that I hauled from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, whichever one it was. I've been using this and I've been liking it. You guys know I'm not such a big fan of lip gloss, but by George, this lip gloss has won me over, and I've been using it. I have also been trying to use my Milani lip oil, this one. Don't ask me what's on the bottom, but that's it. Since we're on lips, I did pull one lipstick that I want to get some use out of, and that's this. What is that around my lipstick? What is that really? I don't know. This is the Pat McGrath mini lipstick, and I have a set of these of 3. I'm not a big fan of them. It's not my favorite. I have better in my collection, but I wanted to try them, and this was the only way it's gonna happen, so I bought these. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Okay, Miss Fenty Rihanna. I did not return this lipstick only for the bottle. Aesthetically, it's beautiful. I just love looking at it. I just love having it on my vanity. But the formula sucks to high heaven. I love the red shade. It's so pretty. It's the most beautiful red lipstick ever. But this bad boy just bleeds and transfers like all over the place. It's like it's up here. It's on my upper lip. It's on lip liner, no lip liner, primer, no primer. It's just disgusting. It does not work well with me at all, and I can't stand it. But I am trying to use it, even though it's a messy hot mess. I aim to get my moolah out of this, my $20 odd. You hear me, Miss Fenty? Yes. And because of my experience with this, I am reluctant to try any of the new shades. I kid you not. It's a deterrent. I'm afraid. I know I can buy it and take it back to Sephora if it doesn't live up to the hype, the new shades. I just refuse to. I'm just that disappointed in that lipstick, so whatever. Another highlighter I've been using and loving a lot is the Illuminized Tempting Topaz from Laura Geller. Again, it says High Def Glow Illuminator. I really like this, and for what I paid for this and the lip gloss, hello, not a problem. I will keep my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer because it is my holy grail. Just smells like cocoa powder, and it just makes me want to roll my eyes and just, yes, it's that dang good. Anywho, I did add another pressed powder to the mix, and this is the Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder from, who this again? CoverGirl. Blushes. Revolution Makeup. Trying to get some use out of this. I'll never hit pan on that, but I like the shade. I actually prefer this shade, which is called Nude. Let me pull back over here. You can see it better. Yes, see? I love this one. The only thing I don't like about these blushes, guys, look, it blends smoothly, and it's just a perfect tone. It's like that blush that you don't want too much. You just want to give a nice flush to the cheek. That is this blush. But they are a powdery mess. So make sure if you go pick those up, I think they're still available at Ulta, make sure that you tap your brush off before you get it on that face, because whoosa, it does pick up a lot and it does get all messy. I am working on my MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation from Wapikil Phillip. Jamaicans, you know what that means. Long time. Okay, my shade is C6, and I haven't hit pan yet. Stays in the basket. Oh, I didn't realize I also have the Super Stay Powder Foundation in here. I should try to use this. I used it once, but it was at nighttime. Hey, this works. It was at nighttime, and it does work for me, the shade. So I think I'll try that by itself one of these days and let you guys know my thoughts on it. Another lippy that I pulled out is this Dose of Colors lipstick, and I got this in the BoxyCharm, and I think this one is the Coral Crush. I can't see that, but I think I remember the name. It is bright, it's bold, and I love it. Yes. Oh, yes. This little triangular shaped palette. I've used this shade right here as a highlighter. It gives a little bit of that green glow, but that is all this palette's gonna do, because baby, this sucks. Probably should return it to Walgreens, but it is what it is. Himalaya, and this is from NARS. I would like to do a look with this. Still keeping that. I did use the Wet n Wild jelly thing. It's all right. I like it. A bit messy. It's messy. It's messy. It's messy. However, it's wet and it's messy, but it's controllable. And once you put it, they are very much like the ColourPop Jelly Much shadows. Once you put it on the lid, it dries, it stays there. So, oh, I didn't put a fan. I'm gonna put a fan, one of those hand fan next to me. So when I put it on, I can just sit here and close my eyes and do that and fan. You know what I mean? So yeah, but this works. I like it. So I'm taking that out of the basket. Max Rose Pigment. I did use it, but I have not used it up. But I'm ready to put it back in the drawer. I have not used Antique Gold as yet. So I want to do something with this. So this is going to stay in the basket. The other thing I put in the basket is this Essence Peach Powder. I really like this peach powder. You can't see the brush strokes in it, but it has brush strokes in there because I really do like it, and I use it underneath my eyes, sometimes to set my under eye concealer. I just find that it works. I like it a lot. It sets, it stays, and it brightens up the under eye without being overly bright, without being too bright or looking ashy. So this is one of the Essence products I got from Ulta some months way back that I actually do like, and that is staying in the basket. The e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the drawer because I really don't have need for it. I think I want a darker tone, but I have not come across a darker one yet. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. But I did use it several times to set underneath the eyes, and it's right. It can work. We play nice. All right, the Becca what's this? Sun Chaser? Sun something? What's this again? Sun Chaser palette. I was correct. And those are the colors. This is a blush, bronzer. I use the bronzer for contour and the highlighter. I really like these, but I'm going to take them out of the basket. What I did add to the basket was this 3-pan of blush. And look, why do I always gravitate to the same tones? Look at this. See anything look similar? Imagine that. This one not so much, but Dew Pebble, I think, yes. Anyway, I like all 3 shades that are in this palette. Actually, I could retire those 2 blushes, or retire the bright one, keep this one, and play with this palette. Yes. See what you did there, Colette. See what you did there. The last thing I have in the palette, and I'm going to retire it because I have used this all of last week and this week some for the days I did my makeup. It smells so good. And you can tell I've been dabbling in this. I have pretty much used all the shades in this palette, and I think I mentioned it in a Friday favorites last week. I continue to use the palette. The color store is beautiful. You just have everything you need in this shade. You could actually take this on vacation, make a smoky eye, make a warm colored eye, a neutral eye, and be done. This palette from the drugstore, Maybelline, you did your job with this, and I'm proud and I'm happy and I'm glad I owned it. I'm glad it's part of my collection. Never letting this go. It's mine. Okay. This, I'm going to go ahead and retire it. I decided to keep it, doggone it. I gave away the blush palette just because the shades just didn't work for me. And I know good and dang well I should have taken it back to Sephora and gotten my money back because it cost a pretty penny. But I did not. And so I decided to go ahead and keep this because even though sometimes they look a little ashy, I have figured out a way I can use them. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep this in my collection. I'm going to put it back in the stash, but I'm keeping it in the collection. I'm not going to get rid of it. So makeup palettes that I decided to play with. I still have my Becca palette out because I have not used these shades as yet, and I really want to dig into those shades in this palette, so this is staying in the basket. And I also pulled out my Natasha Denona palette, the only one I have. Well, no, this is the only full-size one I actually own. I have my eye on the Biba palette but this gold palette, yes, it's me. You guys know it's me. And I have that mini palette that I shared with you guys before. So those are my only 2 Natasha Denona palettes. And I am thinking that I would like to add something else to the lineup. It's not, I don't know. I'm just tired of my Pat McGrath palettes. But I want to take out another Viseart palette, and it's this one. I want to play with this Viseart palette, and I also would like to add the ColourPop Just My Luck palette because I have not used this one as yet. And if you know your girl loves green, let me come back here because this light over here is just killing us today. But yes, look at that. I just want to play with this some. I think I like it better than I did the Juvia's Place Tribe palette. So those are the palettes I picked out, and the Tribe palette is actually still out, but I might use it tomorrow and then retire it. But yeah, the other palette that I still have out was the Tarte palette, but I think I'm going to give the Tarte palette a little bit of a rest. And I'm going to pull for an oldie but goodie from my Anastasia lineup. It's not going to be sultry. It's not going to be the Prism palette, not the Riviera palette. I think that I want to play with the Self-Made palette. So those are my palettes. I want to have at least one Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in the lineup. And who's getting the new palette that she came out with? I'm not impressed so far, so there goes that. I probably won't get it, not unless I see it and I play with it and you know. But anyway, I have other things on my agenda. But that is it, you guys. So far, that is what I'm doing for skincare. Still using this, even though I haven't been seeing any changes, but I'm still using it. For face primer, it's still the Laura Geller Spackle. Body thing, I'm gonna smell like bananas. This, I really like the banana scented. I wish y'all could smell it. Can we get smell-o-vision? My goodness, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. It's just yummy. Whew. Anyway, this is my lotion along with the what do you call that? The Amlactin Daily. It's over there. I don't know if y'all can see behind me, but it's over there. So my Amlactin is almost done. So yeah. That's the video. That's the video. That's the video. Ooh. That's it. Let me get off of here. Bye, YouTube. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other. Until we speak again, enough love and walk good.